Welcome to Learning with Lai. We'll be looking at solving some algebraic questions using the multiplicative inverse. And let us look at this question. If we have 2 over 5 p is equals to 6, we can solve this by using both multiplication and division to find the unknown or the algebraic term. And to make p to stand alone, which is solving for the value of p, we can multiply both sides by 5 at first. 2 over 5 multiplied by p, because this is the same thing as 2 over 5 multiplied by p multiplied by 5 is equals to 6 multiplied by 5. So multiplying 5 to both sides, and by doing that we can cancel out 5 on this side and we'll be left with 2 multiplied by p. That will be, we still have 2 multiplied by p is equals to 30. And now how do we now solve for p from here? All what we do, if you can remember the multiplication sentence, we divide both sides by 2, and that will be 2 will cancel out and we are having 2 over 1, and that will be 1 multiplied by p, that will be p divided by 1p, and 30 divided by 2, that will be 15. So the value of p is equals to 15. Or by using the multiplicative inverse, first of all, any number that is always written beside an alphabet or unknown, it is always called the coefficient. This is called the coefficient. So the coefficient of p is 2 over 5 because that's the number beside p. So the multiplicative inverse of any number is going to be the opposite of that number. How do we look at that? If we have 2 over 5, the multiplicative inverse would be equals to 5 over 2. So this is our multiplicative inverse. If we have 3 over 4, the multiplicative inverse would give us 4 over 3. So this is our multiplicative inverse of 3 over 4. So we just switch sides. The numerator becomes the denominator and the denominator becomes the numerator. So in solving this using the multiplicative inverse, what I would just do is that for the question 2 over 5 p is equals to 6, it will be solved by multiplying both sides by the multiplicative inverse of 2 over 5, which is the coefficient of p, and that will be 5 over 2 multiplied by p, and is equals to 6 multiplied by 5 over 2. So we can see that all of this would cancel out, and we'll be left with p on this side, and this will be 6 times 5, that will be 30 divided by 2, and our final answer will be 30 divided by 2, that will be 15. So 2 can divide this one and we have 15. So our final answer is 15. So using a multiplicative inverse, we still have the same answer as solving it by using multiplication and division. It's still the same idea that is going between the two methods. So let us look at another question whereby we have 7 over 10 n is equals to 21. By solving this using the multiplication and division, the first thing we do, we multiply both sides, or we divide both sides. We can multiply both sides by 10, and that will be 7 over 10 times n, because this is the same thing as 7 over 10 times n multiplied by 10 is equals to 21 times 10. And we can see that all of this 10 will cancel out and we'll be left with 7 multiplied by n is equals to 210. And to make n stand alone for multiplication sentence, that we did in the previous topic. That will be 7 will cancel out, and because I'm dividing both sides by 7, so 7 will cancel here, and we have n to be equals to 30, and our final answer will be n is equals to 30. And also by using the making the coefficient of n, finding the multiplicative inverse, that will now be 7 over 10 multiplied by 10 over 7. We multiply both sides. Remember that this is the balance method. Anything we do on the left hand side, we have to do it on the right hand side, and this will be 10 over 7 multiplied by 21. And we can see that all of this cancels out. 10 cancels out, and we're left with all of this results to 1, and we have n on this side, and we can see that 7 can cancel out on this side, and we have 10 multiplied by 3, and that will be 30. So n is also equals to 30. So we can see that we get the same answer using either of the two methods, and that's how we go about using the multiplicative inverse in solving algebraic questions.